Hello, ladies. This is Jamie. I'm coming back to you with part 4. And I cheated a little bit and I did something off camera. And I'll show you what I did. I went ahead and on both of the front pages of the signatures, I sewed some lace down the front and the back, just so that the page would come even with the rest of the pages. And it looks better to me that way. So here's the second signature, and there's the back. So yeah, I did that off camera. Alright, so what are we gonna do? I'm indecisive. I don't know whether to sew the signatures in and then decorate, or decorate the pages and then sew them in. I don't know what to do. So once I decide, I will come back and we will get going. Okay guys, so I decided with very long thoughts that I'm going to sew the signatures in first. That's just how I want to do this book this time. So what I'm going to do is I am going to make a template where I want to put my holes. So I'm just using, I usually eyeball this stuff, so I'm just using a regular piece of copy paper that's folded in half, and I'm going to take that, set my signatures aside, and get my awl, and I'm just going to guesstimate where I want my, I'm just going to put one in the center, whoops, put one in the center, and one maybe a ½ inch up from, maybe not even a ½ inch because, well, yes, because I have some papers in there this size. So I'll probably go up maybe 3/4 or a ½ inch up. So I'm just going to put one in the middle, like that, and then one right about here, and then one up here. And this is the page I'm going to use to stick inside of my signature, so I know where to put the holes. So set that aside. And I like to paper clip my papers to make sure that they are all going to stay put. Because it really, what's a good word to say? It really bites when you go to sew your signature in and your papers move and the hole is not there easily. Did I explain that all right? I don't know. Like I said, I'm bad at explaining myself. But I'm just making sure that all my papers are in there the way that I want them and not upside down. And straight. Oh, they decided to do some yard work outside. Okay. So I'm going to put some paper clips on there. So everything stays in place. sounds like a chainsaw out there, so please, I apologize for that. I didn't know. Maybe I can shut my window and it won't be as loud. Okay, so got that all paper clipped. And then we're going to, this isn't the same size as the middle, but I'm going to try to center that in between so that I have an even same amount of space on top and bottom as yeah. So I can't even see my holes. All right, so I'm just going to go for it. Where's my hole? Right there. And I leave my paper kind of folded. Once I get that in there, I fold it kind of so that it goes out through the center. And I'm just going to push. And there's one. And there is two. And we'll do the third one, which is right there. And I'll push that through. There. So we got signature number 1 done. And we'll do the same thing to signature number 2. Make sure all our papers are the way that we want them. Okay. And here's the middle signature, or the middle paper. So I'm going to paper clip that, and I'm going to shut my window, and I'll be right back. Okay, I got my paper clips on and the window shut, and I'm going to do the same thing to this one. I'm going to center this so that I have even amount on the top and even amount on the bottom. And I'm going to put my holes in. There's one in the middle. You want to make sure that your paper doesn't move while your template paper. Okay, so we got our holes made in that. Now we have to make our holes in the spine of the book. So we'll set that aside and bring the book over. So I know that I have a 2-inch spine. So what I'm going to do is line my ruler up. I have a quilter's ruler, quilt cutting ruler, and I need a pencil. And I'm going to mark, okay, so we have the 1/2 inch on both, okay, we have, oh, you guys can't even see. Sorry about that. So let me see if I can get this straight and hold it up at the same time. Alright. So it's like this. Whoops. Let me see. Now I get a shadow. Anyways, all right, this is going to be fumbly. Okay, so I have the half mark is right here. So I'm going to go over one more mark, and I'm going to mark my whole line there. And then I'm going to come over this way. I have my half mark, and then I'm going to go over one more line and make a mark there. And I'm going to do that on the bottom too, which I already done. And then kind of in the middle, I just take my ruler, line it up with my spine, and I go to the half-inch mark, and the line next to it, right next to it, I'm going to make a mark. And then I'm going to connect those lines. And I'm just going to try to go very lightly with my pencil. Try to get it so you guys can see. So there's a line there, or a mark there, and a mark there. And I'm just going to make a really faint line. So, okay. And then I'm going to do the same thing for the second signature. And just make a really faint line. And that's where my signatures are going to go. So they're a half inch and a little bit from the edge of the spine on both sides. So now I want to line my holes up. So I'm going to put my signature down beside that line, and I'm going to put it where I want to have it in the book. I don't want it all the way to the top, and I don't want it all the way to the bottom. I want a little bit of space, and I have like maybe 1/8 of an inch on the top and the bottom. So I line that up next to my line that I drew, and I'm just going to mark where my holes are. So right here is a hole, and right here is a hole. Sorry if I get my face in there, or my big head. And then there's a hole up here. So there's signature number 1 all ready to be poked through. Signature number 2, we do the same thing. We just make sure that it's in there evenly. This is where I want it to set. There we go, guys. Now all we have to do is poke the holes. And where did I put my awl? Right there. So I'm going to move this because I don't want to poke a hole in that. So all I do making sure it comes out the other side. I'm just going gently. I don't want it too big of a hole there. And there we go. We got our holes. So all we have to do now is sew them in. That's what it looks like on that side. Those will be covered up anyways, so there we go. All right. So now we're going to sew the sew the signatures in. That was a tongue twister. All right. So I have some the ends of my wax linen thread, but I have a new roll, so no worries. So what I do, I'm out of breath because I just come upstairs I went downstairs to get a soda. So what I do is, just like everybody else, you measure this 3 times. So and then cut that off. And this is the second signature, so we'll put that one in first. So I go in through, make sure I have my book the right way, and then in through there. Oh, I broke my needle. Good one. Guess I need a stronger needle, huh? All right, well, let's get a new needle. Okay, I got a new needle. I can't believe I broke that. Let's see if I break this one. Hopefully not. Maybe I need to make my hole a little bigger. Let me do that. Just a little bit bigger. I think I'll do that to all of them. Okay, let's try again. All right, so we go down through the middle, down through there. Yeah, that went through a lot better. And we leave a little tail. And we come back through here. And then back through here. Maybe. Oh, I gotta have a hard time because I'm filming it. Yeah. Usually this is very easy. But because I'm filming, I'm gonna have a hard time. Okay, we got her through. And then we go through the bottom. So we went through the middle, come back through the top, and then we go down through the middle. Or the bottom, I mean. I said the middle. I meant the bottom. Okay, let me get my pliers. I'm having a hard time today because I'm filming it. Alright. There we go. Then we go back through the middle. Now when we bring our thread up through, we have this one on this side, and we want to come up on the opposite side. And we want to make sure our thread is tight. So that there's no slipping around. And then where that middle thread is, we tie a knot around. And I usually tie 3. And we'll leave I leave my strings because I usually like to put a charm in the middle. So there's one. And we'll do our second one. Well, this is our first signature, but we started from the back. And we're working from the front to the front. Alright, so we get another length of wax linen thread. How far am I up to? I'm up to 22 minutes. Okay, we're almost done. Go down through the middle. Then up through the top. Then down through the bottom. Then back through the middle. Oops. And then we want to be on that opposite side. And we want to tie it tight. Whoops. And we want our thread on each side. Make sure it's tight. And then tie it. There we go, guys. We got our signatures in. And they're nice and tight. And they sit in there nice and pretty. We'll take the paper clips out. Alrighty, guys. There is our book all with the signature sewn in. This is part 4. I will come back with a part 5. Thank you very much for watching and hanging in there with me. Yeah, okay. Bye for now.